David, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, it says that you want to disagree with me, so you go to the top of the line. What's up, David?
How you doing, Tom?
I'm well.
Actually, I was calling to say that I think that there's a mischaracterization of the Trump voter. Okay. I don't believe that they are below information, or even racist or fascist, or even conservative. I think they're authoritarian.
I agree.
It's and the thing is, the thing about the authoritarian mind, I think that a lot of the punditry, a lot of the arguments against Trump and against what they should be thinking about are not viewing this from the view of the authoritarian mindset that they're viewing their Trump candidate from.
Yeah. By the way, there's an authoritarian mindset on the left as well. Jim Webb represented that in the Democratic primary. He was rejected, but he was the authoritarian candidate on the left, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, and the thing about it, it's sort of like...
in fact, he bragged about killing a guy, remember?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but...
Pardon my interrupting you, David.
No, but it's the problem I find with the criticism of people who are against Trump, actually trying to, the arguments that will probably be leveled against Trump, and the problem that it looks like the Democrats are going to be looking at in the upcoming election as trying to, argue with people who support Trump, is that they can't see Trump from the authoritarian mindset that the supporters are looking at him from.
Right.
And I think the authoritarian mindset is pretty large in America, maybe in the 30-40% range, maybe even larger.
The psychological studies that have been done indicate it's in the neighborhood of 15 to 25% of Americans. For what it's worth, I've read several studies on this. John Dean wrote an entire book about it, which I've read. It's been a couple of years, but that's pretty well researched. It's not quite as high as 30%. But I think what happens is that those are the serious authoritarians. Then you've got the kind of weak authoritarians who just kind of go along, and that might be pushing up into your 30% or 40% even, because certainly in the Republican Party, the Republican Party is a self-selecting set, right? To get into the Republican Party and to begin with, odds are you're more of an authoritarian personality. And let's keep in mind, these are primaries, which means that the percentage of people who are voting in these primaries, both on the Democratic and Republican side, they probably represent less than even 10% of the total electorate. I mean, we're down in small slices of small slices, and so anyhow, back to you, David.
I run through those numbers to talk myself off the ledge and get a sense of scale. Because,
there you go.
From like you said, from you just mentioned earlier, with the media selection, especially with the Les Moonves thing, it looks as though it's a huge, problem, but it's a little tiny spider in the corner.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a little tiny poisonous spider in the corner. So
yeah.
Good point. David, I got to move along, but thanks for the call. To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.